Samsonite presents the News Hour with Arnab Goswami.
He was taken into custody on Thursday evening, and since then the story has been snowballing, and now accusations are flowing thick and fast that the Modi government is deliberately targeting the policeman who they say is a whistleblower in this case, Sanjeev Bhatt. Today there was a news conference, an impromptu news conference of his wife Shweta, where she said she's extremely concerned about the state of her husband's health, and at that news conference, she almost broke down, and she spoke about how this has been a virtual incarceration for her family. Couple of questions tonight on both sides. Wouldn't it be wrong to infer that there is a concentrated effort to discredit and hound Sanjeev Bhatt, because there have been others also who have been targeted? And on the other side, of course, is the continuing question of whether the longer Sanjeev Bhatt stays in custody, the bigger the argument is that this too is an attempt to intimidate a witness in the Gujarat riots. Mukul Sinha is joining me tonight, and Mr. Yatin Oza is joining me tonight. Thank you very much. Two eminent lawyers taking different positions. Thank you very much. Mukul Sinha, I want to start by asking you, we saw that today nationwide protests, as in 3 or 4 cities, protests are being carried out to release Sanjeev Bhatt. Are you trying to influence the legal system here? Just because you believe, that you have a hunch that this man is being targeted for his other accusations against Narendra Modi, that he's not being targeted here because he violated the law in one particular case, and there are serious charges of him of trying to influence a witness himself. Mr. Sinha.
I think the issue is precisely the other way around. If you look at the entire genesis of this matter,
yes,
the Supreme Court had asked Raju Ramchandran to give his independent report on the SIT matter, which was a part of the report that was given by SIT in the Zakia Jafri case. Now, an order was also passed that Mr. Raju Ramchandran could meet any officer or any other witness who had deposed before the SIT.
Yes.
Now, all that Raju Ramchandran did, he came here, I think he had summoned or requested Mr. Sanjeev Bhatt to give his statement in that. And Sanjeev Bhatt in turn asked Mr. Pant to accompany him to give his statement before Mr. Raju Ramchandran, since it was the case of Mr. Sanjeev Bhatt that Pant was with him on 27 February 2002 when he had been to the Chief Minister's house. So it is exactly this issue. So an affidavit is given by Pant according to Mr. Sanjeev Bhatt, which is become a part of the Raju Ramchandran's report, and I believe that is also a part of the Supreme Court's order. Now, after this is done, a criminal complaint is filed by Mr. Pant. I think this is absolutely an unusual step to take, because firstly, the criminal complaint could not be taken cognizance of because it is in connection with an affidavit which is a part of the Supreme Court record. So under CRPC 195, no cognizance can be taken unless a complaint is filed by the Supreme Court itself. Yet this man, Mr. Sanjeev Bhatt, today is 4th day in jail. We ask the question, why is Sanjeev Bhatt in jail? Simply because he wanted to respond to the Supreme Court's order to give his evidence before Mr. Raju Ramchandran. Is that the only reason?
No, but I find this, I just want to ask you, playing devil's advocate here, I'm not taking sides for or against, but are you just seeing an invisible hand of Narendra Modi in anything and everything that goes against your case? Because in this case, there's another witness, KD Pant, who I'm not mistaken, had filed an FIR against Sanjeev Bhatt. Isn't an arrest the next logical step then? If the law is taking its course, why are you ascribing motive to it, Mr. Sinha?
There is, let's keep Mr. Modi out of this debate.
Well, that's the allegation.
It is a simple issue that the police,
are you not,
because we are at the level of the Gujarat police.
Are you not calling this a vindictive action of the Modi government? Why are you saying let's keep the Modi angle out of this?
Why, I'll tell you. First, yes, let's keep him out, see the legal position, and then I think the answer becomes very clear. The complaint that has been filed is for filing or taking a affidavit which is not correct by a coercive method. That is the primary complaint.
That's how you're
now,
reading
this
it.
affidavit has been taken in connection with.
That's how you're reading it.
That's the. No, I don't think so. You please read the FIR.
So,
Kindly read the FIR.
I've read
This is
the
the FIR.
I've read the FIR.
And listen. The FIR says that an affidavit has been taken from Mr. Pant coercively by Mr. Sanjeev
So again,
Bhatt. Now, if that is the complaint, the question is where did in what connection was this affidavit being taken? This is in connection with the report of Raju Ramchandran, which is a part of the Supreme Court's.
Can you, before I go to my next question here today, can you give me documentary proof tonight that Mr. Sanjeev Bhatt, 1 minute, that Mr. Sanjeev Bhatt has been arrested in connection with the affidavit he has filed against Mr. Narendra Modi? Where is your concrete proof that this is connected to his arrest?
Well, have you read the FIR? I don't carry the FIR to such debates, but kindly read the FIR said by Mr. Pant and see the dates. On 16 June 2011,
yes.
He claims he had come. He came to Mr. Bhatt's house, and Bhatt told him that an amicus curiae is coming and he has to record the statement. And on 22nd of June, he makes this complaint. So therefore, the entire the coming of Mr. Ramchandran and specific allegation that an affidavit was taken.
Okay, let me get in because I'm losing the line there. I'm going to come back there in a second to Mr. Mukul Sinha, but let me get the response here. I'm asking you repeatedly now, and I don't want to repeat the question Mr. Roza asked you 4 days back. The longer this police officer stays in jail, Mr. Roza, the longer this police officer stays in jail, the greater the chance that this will be seen, and I'm not using the word misconstrued, it will be seen as vindictive.
Look, Arnav, law is taking its own course. If a person is intimidated to file a false affidavit, is pressurized to fall in line, and if he is really not a witness to anything that Mr. Bhatt wants, he goes and takes a recourse available to him under the law and files a complaint. I really don't understand. Today this is my 7th debate, and every opposite side speaker says that court is the only competent authority which can file a complaint under section 195.
No, give me documentary proof.
Let me be very clear.
Give me documentary proof, Mr. Roza. Give me documentary proof of what you're saying.
Documentary proof.
Give me. I'll tell you documentary proof.
Just one question Mr. Oza might answer.
Okay, go on. You're facing a question from Mukul Sinha. Make it short, sir. Yes, Mr. Sinha. Question for Mr. Roza.
Yes, the question is whether the affidavit that is taken is right or wrong. That has to be decided by the trial court, to which the Supreme Court has sent the entire case. The order is clear that SIT must take into account Raju Ramchandran's report. Now, why should the police intervene now? Why should police intervene now?
With profound respect to my friend Mr. Mukul Sinha, the Constitution Bench of the Supreme Court has laid down the law that it is only when the court is custodia legis of some document and there is a tampering with that document while court is a custodia legis that a private complaint or an FIR is ruled out. Otherwise, Constitution Bench judgment is very clear that anything done
Mr. Oza,
when a document is not forming a part of the court record or court is not a custodia legis, then the complaint would lie to the police or under 190 of the CRPC before the magistrate.
Let's not get confused with legalities.
There is no rule, no law.
Straight question from you, Mr. Roza, tonight. I'll take my question.
Why should the police interfere at this stage?
My question to Mr. Roza is this, Mr. Roza.
Mr. Sinha, I did not utter a word when you were
My question for
talking
Mr.
to her.
Oza is-
Now please permit me to speak.
1 minute, Mr. Oza, I have
Yes,
a question
please.
for you. My question is,
Well, this is a
we are
debate,
talking about different
Oza.
people. We are talking about different people who, in a way, are linked to one date, and that date is the 27th of February 2002, the date on which Sanjeev Bhatt says that I went to the residence of the Chief Minister and I was witness to a meeting in which the Chief Minister asked for a go slow instead of acting and doing a crackdown at the time of the riot. So there are three people who are linked. And the three people, Mr. Oza, are A. Sanjeev Bhatt, B. the driver of Sanjeev Bhatt,
Yes.
right? Right? And tell me if I am wrong anywhere. And the third
Yes.
person is KD Pant.
Yeah.
Now tell me, is it true or not,
Yes.
Mr. Oza, that the driver of Sanjeev Bhatt has said that Bhatt had gone to the residence of the Chief Minister on the 27th of February 2002, which means he was present at that meeting, and that the driver of Sanjeev Bhatt also mentioned KD
Right.
Pant. KD Pant, 1 minute. KD Pant claims he was not even in the
Yes.
city on that day. Therefore, my question is, since there is a witness to KD Pant's presence on the 27th, isn't KD Pant clearly accusing Sanjeev Bhatt, the police officer in this case, under duress?
Absolutely not. Because documentary evidence has been produced before the police to show that Mr. Pant was in Mumbai on 27th evening. On 28th morning, his
That is
nephew has
absurd.
appeared before the French consulate. And there is, why Mr. Sinha, you are keeping on saying absurd, absurd, because something which you don't like is being mentioned?
Because
I did not utter a
think-
word when you were
no,
speaking.
I think you
Please, let us
have no
keep
words to anyway, of
let us
course.
keep the atmosphere clean.
Okay, complete your point. Mr. Oza, complete
But-
your point.
The fact remains that against a word, oral word of a driver of Mr. Sanjeev Bhatt,
Why?
there are documentary evidence to show
Why,
that
why is the word of the
person
driver of
who is
Sanjeev Bhatt not significant?
sought to be projected as present before
No,
before at Gandhinagar was actually at Mumbai.
Sir, I have a question. 1 minute, sir. Why is, I don't understand. The name of the driver of Sanjeev Bhatt, if I am not mistaken, is a man called Tarachand Yadav. Tarachand Yadav has a
Yes.
testimony.
Yes.
I want to know from you, please explain this to me. Why should I,
Yes.
just because a man is a driver of Sanjeev Bhatt, not take his word seriously? Will I take Sanjeev Bhatt's boss's word seriously? Or does someone have to
Look,
be more educated or richer than Sanjeev Bhatt to be taken seriously?
every citizen's
why did you say that?
word, be he a driver or be he anybody in the society, has to be taken seriously.
Why,
there is
why
no
should
doubt
I not
about
take
it.
the word of the driver?
But
of
one
Sanjeev
must
Bhatt
not
seriously?
forget. That's what exactly I am saying. But one should not forget about the fact that he is directly subordinate to Sanjeev Bhatt.
No, so
His entire service, his ACRs, everything depends on Sanjeev Bhatt. And at this stage, to presume and assume anything and have a debate on it, let investigation proceed further and truth will come out.
okay. Now,
But to say that no,
Your question.
I will stall the investigation on the ground that one person has said X or one person has said Y will not be proper at this stage.
okay, Mr.
Oh,
Oza,
no,
now
I
allow
think let's
Mr.
pause here for
Mukul
a
Sinha's
moment,
rebuttal.
because the question.
And one thing,
Yeah, Mr. Oza, now please try to answer that. Which investigation are you talking about?
Yeah, please.
There is an investigation ordered by the Supreme Court which is to take place by the which has to be conducted and completed by SIT, and the report has to be given to the lower court which took cognizance of the Gulbarg Society case.
it is already
That is the
conducted and
investigation
concluded.
which
It is already conducted.
Please let me.
No, I am on
And in that,
investigation
Mr. Raju
on the
Ramchandran's
complaint filed by
report-
Mr. Pant.
Have you, Mr. Oza, have you?
Mr. Raju
are you
Ramachandran's
familiar
report,
with the
nobody knows.
Supreme Court.
Allow him to complete.
Mr. Raju Ramachandran's
Yeah, nobody
report,
knows.
nobody
Allow
has to-
Mukul Sinha to complete. Mr. Oza, I request you, allow Mukul Sinha to complete. I come to you, yes.
The Raju Ramchandran's
Yeah,
report
sorry.
has been ordered by the Supreme Court to be taken on record by the SIT, and the SIT is supposed to give a final report now to the lower court which took cognizance of the Gulbarg Society case. Now it is for that court and SIT perhaps to finally come to a conclusion whether Mr. Bhatt's statement is to be accepted or whether Mr. Pant's statement is to be accepted or the driver, the one who drove the car of Mr. Sanjeev Bhatt, is to be accepted. Now all that is pending before the court, a regular competent court. Now why should at this time the police intervene
I put
and
this
arrest
question to
Mr.
our
Bhatt?
viewers.
This is what is disturbing all of us.
I put this question to our viewers
nothing
tonight.
to do with the politics of issue.
I put this question to our viewers tonight. I think we need to all get real. It's of course a legal matter, but to all our viewers I have one question. You look at the Sanjeev Bhatt versus Narendra Modi case. Can you really say this is a purely legal matter? And politics has no jurisdiction here, because we're dealing with politics, politicians and political situations. Mr. Roza and Mukul Sinha, you both disagree, but at this point I promise to return to this debate very soon. Thank you very much, gentlemen, for joining me on News Hour Debate number 2.